We met at a bookstore, the cliché kind with warm lights and jazz playing low in the background. She was in the poetry aisle, flipping through Neruda. I was reaching for the same book. Our fingers touched. She smiled. "You have good taste." So did she. Her name was Claire, and everything about her felt like a quiet storm, calm, graceful, but intense under the surface. We got coffee that same day. She said she was between jobs, recently moved to the city, and exploring new beginnings. I asked if she was dating anyone. She laughed. "No, it's just me. Clean slate." We started seeing each other twice a week, then 3 times, then almost every night. We didn't put labels on it. She didn't like labels, she said. Said people got too caught up in what things meant, instead of what they felt like. I didn't care. What we had felt real. She loved rainy days and hated small talk. Her favorite color was navy blue. She liked to paint, but never showed anyone her work. She had a tiny scar near her left wrist, but wouldn't say how she got it. "Some stories don't need to be told," she said once. I respected that. Then came the first odd thing. She would never stay the night. She always left by midnight, sometimes earlier, no matter how late or how close we were. She blamed it on insomnia. Said she couldn't sleep in unfamiliar spaces. I offered to come to her place instead. "It's complicated," she said, looking away. "It's just not a good time." I should have asked more questions, but I didn't. Because when she looked at me, the world quieted, and I didn't want to break that silence. Weeks turned into months. Then one Saturday morning, she sent me a message. "I need to be away for a few days. Don't worry. I'll be in touch." No explanation. No follow-up. I waited. Hours. Then days. No calls. No texts. I was going crazy. Until I got an unexpected message from a friend. It was a photo. Claire. In a white dress. Smiling. At a wedding. My heart dropped. But it got worse. Because she wasn't just attending the wedding. She was the bride. I stared at the screen for minutes, trying to breathe. Tried to convince myself it was some lookalike. A cousin. A twin. But I knew that smile. That dress. That woman. And standing beside her, in a sharp black tuxedo, was a man I'd never seen before. Her husband. I couldn't explain the feeling. It wasn't heartbreak. It was betrayal wrapped in confusion, wrapped in disbelief. I needed answers. So I did something reckless. I went to the wedding. I didn't crash the ceremony. That had already happened. But I showed up at the reception. Slipped in like I was part of the venue staff. No one noticed. And then I saw her. Claire. Or whatever her name really was. Dancing. Laughing. Radiating joy. Then our eyes met. She froze. It was like a silent explosion. She whispered something to her husband and walked away. I followed her through the back doors into the garden. The moment we were alone, I asked the only thing that mattered. "Why?" She didn't look surprised. Or even angry. Just tired. "Because I needed to know if I could feel something real before this day came," she said quietly. I didn't understand. She went on. "I didn't lie about everything. Just enough to keep you at arm's length. I never expected to meet someone like you. Not when I was already promised to someone else. Someone chosen, not chosen by me." I stood there, stunned. Words failing. "So what was I to you?" I asked. She looked away. A pause. A breath I needed to take before drowning. The music from the reception floated through the air. Laughter. Clinking glasses. And here we were, standing between what could have been and what had to be. I wanted to yell. Cry. Ask why she didn't just leave him. Why she used me. But all I could say was any of it real? She stepped forward, gently took my hand, and placed something in it. A folded note. Then she turned and walked away. I didn't open the note until I got home. Inside, she had written, _ if life were fair, we would have met a year earlier. If I were brave, I would have chosen you. But life isn't fair, and I wasn't brave. You were the only real thing I had. I'm sorry for ruining that. _ See, that was the last I ever saw of her. No phone number, no address, just a memory that sometimes feels more vivid than real life. So now I ask you. She said she was single. I was at her wedding. Was I a fool? Or was I just someone who walked into a chapter that wasn't mine to read?